Harry, Meghan, they wanted to put down the entire British royal family. We obviously see that happening all the time, but this time they want to do it in such a way. They took an aim at this monarchy from a very, very different angle, and guess what? It backfired. It backfired big time, and this is what I want to share with you today, because this news is just coming in the media only few hours ago, I think, and they are already reporting on this, and this is going to be a huge disaster, a PR disaster for Meghan and Harry. I'll explain that to you in a second, but before I do that, just want to share this very, very interesting comprehensive comment coming from one of you, and this was written by Kathy Kavi. I just want to share this with you first, and then I'll talk to you what happened this time. What Kathy is saying is that she said, means Meghan, Duchess of Sausages, she said she wanted to be an actress. Okay, she pretty much failed. C-list, not the A-lister, not the star she wanted to be. Then she, means Meghan, said she wanted to devote herself to her duties in the royal family. She bailed and failed, and this is so true. Then she said she wanted to be a humanitarian in Canada. She bailed, so obviously failed. Of course, you can add more failures to her name. So for example, the marriages, big time failure. She was running away from Trevor Ingleson simply because she thought this guy is no good for her anymore, even though this guy Trevor Ingleson, he loved her so much. But the moment she got a engagement with this TV series, the whatever it is they did in Toronto, The Suit, she was done with Trevor Ingleson. She always wanted to climb that ladder and use people. So Prince Harry, you are one of them, and you'll be abandoned completely very, very soon. Then she said she wanted to be with the Hollywood A-lister, if you read further, and of course we know that she failed in that too, by the looks of it, and how most of Hollywood wants nothing to do with her as a colleague or a friend. She is again failing. All of these failures, despite opportunities very few people in the world would ever have. Absolutely, she nailed it. She, Meghan, Duchess of Sausages, she did promote herself. She did bring herself to the right people, to the right opportunity, but lo and behold, all of this backfired. All of this failed. She failed in this endeavor. She failed in every single one of them, in a way that nobody would ever imagine. Like, you have to be super dumb to be that failure. So next, she will say she wants to devote herself to politics. I would say that by the pattern I have listed, anyone who would promote her is nothing short of a fool. We can't see what a lying, manipulative failure Meghan Markle is. And so true. This is what I want to share with you, because she pretty much, Kathy Kavi, she pretty much summed up every failure of Meghan Markle, especially in the recent days, in just one paragraph. Well done. I want to share with you this one too before I share with you what happened this time. As I said, it backfired for Meghan Harry. What backfired? Let's talk about that in a second, but let me share with you this news first. Harry Meghan friend accuses British media of harassing his family with fake gossip, and quote, fake gossip. Okay, so everything they are doing, they are asking for more attention. They are promoting their brand to be seen by the whole world, because that's how they can make money. If you are not spreading all of this false news, I'm talking about Meghan Markle, if you're not spreading all of this false accusation against the monarchy and all of these fake deals that you're getting, then of course you will not be able to make that money. So when we see this kind of article, we ask the friend, the family of these two duplicities, to whoever they are, this question: who is actually responsible for all of this gossip? Harry Meghan's biographer Omid Scooby, okay, so the friend that we're talking about is this guy, Omid Scooby, has accused the British media of harassing him and his family with quote, fake gossip, end quote. The journalist took to the Twitter over the weekend to hit back at publications that have recently written about his career. His remarks came over a week after he told the High Court that he was taught how to hack voicemail messages while working at the Sunday People. Of course, he is going to be talking about this particular thing, and the reason for that is simple. Scooby, he's really not that much interested in Meghan and Harry, to the point where he will sacrifice his own career. And now that his own career is at stake, what he is doing? He's coming out defending these two duplicitous duos? No, not really. He is defending his own fame, his own reputation. I reported these guys before. Harry is involved in dirty work. What he is doing, he is hacking people's voicemail messages. Of course, Harry is going to deny that. If you ask him, oh, no, I have never done this. But we know why you hire Scooby, who is a hacker. The reason for that is because you want him to hack William, Catherine's phone, the King's phone, and phone who you think would help you a lot in getting those secret messages and to make your next move. So now we are seeing that this guy, he is saying, oh, no, we want to defend Meghan and Harry. They are so good people. You guys are faking it all. This whole thing is a big part of the gossip. But Scooby, we know that you are actually defending yourself because your career is at stake, because you lost this whole PR stunt and you went to the court, and the court did not like what you told them. The journalist took to Twitter over the weekend. In his tweet shared on May 21st, Scooby criticized the media for now targeting his family and peers. Quote, bothering my friends and family, a lifetime of colleagues, inventing fake gossip to incite hate, all within days of me giving evidence in a media case. Wow. He wrote, not a coincidence, been down this road many times now. I know exactly who is up to what, and I'm not going anywhere, end quote. On May 22nd, he then shared a tweet that seemingly responded to a piece that the Times recently published about him. The article was centered on his quote, rise from a reporter at Heat magazine to his role and the Sussex's biographer. Okay, so now let's talk about what really backfired Meghan and Harry. Okay, recently Harry went to the court and he basically said that, you know what, all of this security I'm getting from the royal family, from UK police, is not enough. What I need to do is to hire somebody from the government and I will pay for them. Well, there are a few things that are absolutely wrong about this whole decision. Number one is because you do not want to blame or mock or insult indirectly your own royal family, this whole institution, the firm, by saying you guys cannot provide me the protection I need, therefore I need to hire somebody on my own. This is a huge insult. At least Meghan, Harry, they tried to insult, but obviously that backfired. Why? Because of this. Let's take a look at this article, because this article is saying something so interesting. So Meghan and Harry, when they applied for this, police protection in UK, it was actually rejected. Harry on Tuesday lost a legal bid to challenge the British government's decision barring him from paying for police protection during his visits to the UK. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex, Dufus's 38, and his wife were stripped of taxpayer-funded police protection after they stepped back from their being working royals and moved to US in 2020. Now, one thing we have to understand here, which is that yes, even though they were stripped from this protection from the British monarchy, from the taxpayers' money, they were not getting this protection because they stepped down. But nevertheless, they were receiving some protection. If they are at the airport, especially for Harry, yes, he will get the basic protection. Of course, no problem with that. But Harry, he did not like it. He wanted to have more protection for really no reason. Well, yes, there is one reason. That is because of his own mouth. What he said about his own family members, especially what he said about the Taliban, his experience with Afghanistan, and so many other things. Sensitive, very sensitive matters. If he needs protection, that is because of his own mouth. He has to blame himself, not anybody else. And this is going to backfire even further in the future, because these Hollywood celebrities, they will be like, yeah, you guys are so messed up. Like, you do not even have protection from your own family members anymore. The taxpayers are not willing to pay for your protection the way you received before. Therefore, we don't really think you're that important. So this will hopefully open up a lot of Hollywood A-listers' mind to see who really they are, and that is that they're really not that important anymore. Harry's lawyers had sought a judicial review of the government's refusal to his offer to hire police officers as his private security detail, but London's High Court ruled Tuesday to deny the review. Absolutely good job. The decision to remove publicly funded security was made by the Executive Committee for the Protection of Royalty and Public Figures. The reason they remove this, or they refuse to give him paid protection, is because they are saying, well, you cannot buy government protection because just simply because you have more money than other people. This cannot happen. So this has to stop, and they stopped it. They said, no, we're not going to give you any special protection because these people who are working for us, they're important. They have more important jobs and duties to do than protecting you. You heard it right. They have more important job to do than protecting this person, Duke of Dufus's, really, for the thing that he invented, he created, he made for himself. And this is gonna only get much worse. Think about this. They're not traveling to any other countries. In the recent time, we have not seen them visiting Asia or Africa, because these people, they love PR, free PR. They're not doing it, not only because they are not popular anymore, but also because they cannot afford this protection. No country is going to give them this protection, free protection, because they are really nobody. And if they do go to promote their own brand, they have to pay from their own pocket, which they do not want to do. If you're new to this channel, consider to subscribe. I'll see you in the next video.